Hello, myself Mrs. Ranjana Karida is going to explain you the part 2 of chapter 7 and imperial capital Vijayanagara. So let's start. Vijayanagara, the capital and its environs. Environs means its surroundings. As other empires, their capitals, building, etc., Vijayanagara was also characterized by its building style and a distinctive physical layout. One of the advancement of the empire was water resources. Vijayanagar is the natural basin formed by the river Tungabhadra. The surrounding landscape is characterized by granite hills which seems to form a girdle around the city. A number of streams flow down to the river from these rocky outcrops. The embankments were built along these streams to create reservoirs of varying size. It is in dry zones of peninsula so that arrangements to restore rainwater is very important. The one of the most important tank was built in 15th century was known as Kamalapuram tank. Water from this tank was used for irrigation and also for the royal center. The Hiria Canal is one of the evidence tank among the ruined tanks. This canal drew water from a dam across the Tungabhadra and irrigated the cultivated valley. This canal was built by the kings of the Sangama dynasty. This is the picture of an aqueduct leading into the royal center and a water tank which found in Vijayanagara Empire. Next, fortifications and roads. The word fortification means the great fortress walls. The city Vijayanagar was enclosed with different walls for the various parts. Abdul Razak, an ambassador sent by the ruler of Persia to Calicut, present it is known as Kozhikode, in the 15th century. He was greatly impressed by the fortification and mentioned about the 7 lines of the forts. These encircled the city, agricultural lands, forests, gardens, etc. The outermost wall linked to the hills surrounding the city linked to the hills. The large construction was slightly tapered. There was no using of mortar or cement in the construction. The stone blocks were wedge-shaped, which could not move their place. Abdul Razak noted that between the first, second, and third, there were cultivated fields, gardens, and houses. There were large granaries built by the rulers within fortified areas. From the first circuit, there was a great distance of the city. In this distance, there were fields of agriculture, many gardens, water storages. A second line fortification went round the inner core of the urban complex, and a third line surrounded the royal center, within which major buildings surrounded with high walls. The fort was entered through well guarded gates, which linked to the city to major roads. The arc on the gateway leading into the fortified settlement, as well as the dome over the gate, are regarded as typical features of the architecture. Archaeologists have identified tracing paths through gateways. So, this is the picture of the gateway in the fortification wall. These were the excavated pavement of Vijayanagara Empire. Next, it is the urban core. Archaeologists found the Chinese porcelain in some areas. They suggested that the area might have been occupied by rich traders. There were also tombs and mosques located in some places. Portuguese traveller Barbosa described that the houses of general people were thatched. As per the surveys, the entire area was with numerous shrines and temples supported by different communities. There were wells, temple, tanks used for water for general people. This is the picture of the shard of Chinese porcelain, and it is the picture of the royal water tank. So next, the royal center. The royal center was located in the southwestern part of the settlement. It included 60 temples and 30 building complexes, which have been identified. There were difference between these structures and temples. The buildings were made of perishable materials. The Mahanavami Dibba or the House of Victory. The king's palace is the largest of the enclosures but has not evidence of being royal residence. It has most of the two platforms. One is audience hall and another is Mahanavami Dibba. The entire complex is surrounded by high double walls with a street running between them. The audience hall is a high platform with slots for wooden pillars. It had a staircase going up to the second floor which rested on these pillars. The Mahanavami Dibba, located at the highest point of the city, the base of it was about 11,000 square feet and a height of 40 feet. The base of the platform is covered with carvings. The Vijayanagar kings displayed their prestige and power on the Mahanavami festival. The occasion falls on the autumn months of September and October, known as Dasera ya Durga Puja and Navaratri or Mahanavami. The ceremonies performed on the occasion included were worship images, worship of the state horse, sacrifice of buffaloes or other animals, dances, wrestling matches, processions of adorned horses, elephants, chariots and soldiers. The ritual presentations were before the king and guests. These ceremonies were inspired with feeling with deep symbolic meanings. On the last day of the festival, the king inspected his army and the Nayakas in the grand ceremony of an open field. On this occasion, the Nayakas brought precious gifts for the king. This is the picture of Mahanavami Dibba, and it is the picture of the carvings on the wall of Mahanavami Dibba. So these are two pictures. One is Mahanavami Dibba, another is the carvings on the wall of Mahanavami Dibba. Other buildings in the royal center. One of the most beautiful buildings in the royal center is the Lotus Mahal. Most temples were located in the sacred center and several were in the royal center. The Hazara Rama temple is the most well-known royal temple. The scenes from the Raman sculptured on the inner walls of the shrine. So this is the picture of the Lotus Mahal. And here it is the picture of the Hazara Rama temple. Next, it is the picture of the sculpture from the Hazara Rama temple. Next, another building, it is the elephant stable which is close to the Lotus Mahal. It has 11 gates or rooms. It was built for royal elephants. It was another black and white picture of the same elephant stable. So thank you. These are the points today we have discussed.